how do you find godly peace in this toxic world? In other words, how do you trade God's peace out for the concerns, the illegitimate concerns that the world is pushing on us today? I believe you can recover your resolutions by mindful meditations, daily mindful meditation. And so as we enter into today's daily meditation, I want you to do a pre-reading exercise. I want you to take a pen and paper and write out your toxic thoughts and feelings, in other words, frustrations. Then write out your non-toxic thoughts and feelings, or those things that bring appreciation. Once you've done that, put your hand in your heart. Breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds. Breathe out through your mouth as if through a straw for 6 seconds. And visualize your heart expanding as you breathe in, and visualize your heart contracting as you breathe out. Now, fill your heart with the resultant non-toxic feeling. As we go through today's reading, I want you to continue breathing in your heart with the appreciation that you have. No sooner do you commit to better yourself by going to the 2.0 version of yourself than derailment threatens. So how do you get back on track? Positive mental attitude will seldom work. However, a regular daily focused meditation will. Begin by identifying one thing that you would like to change about yourself. We've already written that down, consolidated that. In other words, determine the one thing that you can stop and start doing right now that will drastically change your life for the better. For instance, I can say my toxic thought is I'm overeating on junk food. My non-toxic thought, the thing that brings me appreciation for life, is I'm going to start eating healthy, non-toxic foods. So start by gathering all the information that comes into your mind. Identify both the positive truths and the negative lies. As Paul says in 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 5, we destroy arguments and every lofty opinion raised against the knowledge of God and take every thought captive to obey Christ. Second, after you've gathered all the information, bring your attention to that information through focused reflection. As you do this, let go of anxiety, as Paul says in Philippians chapter 4, verse 6, be anxious for nothing, but in prayer and supplication, with thanksgiving, let your request be made known to God. And the peace of God that guards your heart first and your mind in Christ Jesus, and so on. So focus on letting go of anxiety. Focus on God guarding your heart and your mind while letting His peace wash over you, the peace that transcends all understanding. Now decide to build a new memory, change from the perpetual negative focus that caused you the derailment in the first place. Instead, focus on the new positive truth that God is revealing to you. In Philippians chapter 4, verse 8, we have some of these truth statements, as the ESV says. Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there's any excellence, if there's anything worthy of praise, think about these things. Third, write your God-revealed truth down to consolidate your memory and bring clarity to your focused reflection. Fourth, reread what you've written, evaluate where you are and where you need to be. Fifth, here comes the action. See, James says faith without action is dead in James chapter 2, verse 20. So this final step should be repeated several times a day. Several times a day, when you start thinking that toxic thought, change it out for the non-toxic thought. Friend, the key is daily focused meditation. It's all 5 steps. It will take at least 3 weeks before your recovered resolutions will be part of your new habits. So what is the message you are receiving? What fun moment is this reminding you of? What is the truth from your life or this moment? Write it down and come up with a plan. What is a more efficient way to handle your current situation? Without judging, smile and accept it and write it down. Today's reflection came from a book written by Caroline Leaf called Switch on Your Brain. I highly recommend that you get that book. It will help you to find godly peace by trading out toxic thoughts.